Consider for a moment these vessels. Inside them lie liquids of vastly different character. A robust, dark amber infusion, a delicate pale green, and a whisper of silver white. To the untrained eye, one might assume these fluids are birthed by entirely different families of plants, scattered across separate continents. But the truth is far more extraordinary. Every single cup of authentic tea consumed on our planet originates from one single botanical species. This is Camellia sinensis. Aside from water itself, there is no liquid more widely consumed by human beings. Yet the story of this single shrub, its struggles against the elements, its remarkable adaptations, and the sheer geography required for its survival, is a true marvel of the natural world. Camellia sinensis is an evergreen shrub, a member of the flowering Thyaceae family. It evolved in the ancient subtropical forests that bridge what we now know as southwest China, northern Myanmar, and northeast India, left entirely to its own devices in the wild. It does not look like the neat, low bushes we so often see. No, it is a tree, a magnificent specimen that can climb to heights of 15, even 20 meters into the canopy. But in the lands managed by human hands, the plant is kept in check. Through precise, continuous pruning, it is shaped into what cultivators call a plucking table. This keeps the young, tender shoots within arm's reach and encourages the plant to continuously renew itself. It is a creature of immense resilience. A powerful taproot plunges deep into the earth, anchoring the plant and seeking out vital nutrients. While a cultivated bush might be replaced after 70 years as its energy fades, wild Camellia sinensis trees, hidden deep in the mountain forests, have been found to live for over 1,000 years. Even today, their ancient leaves are harvested, prized above all others. Over millennia, this single species has adapted to its varied environments, splitting into 3 distinct botanical varieties. The first is Camellia sinensis variety sinensis, the Chinese tea plant. It possesses small, narrow leaves and has adapted to the colder, harsher climates of high altitudes. It can endure frost and bitter winds. Because it grows slowly in these cool regions, it hoards its sugars, producing flavors that are remarkably sweet, delicate, and deeply aromatic. In stark contrast, we find Camellia sinensis variety Assamica. This is the jungle variety, native to the hot, humid lowlands of Assam and Yunnan. Its leaves are broad, large, and built to absorb the intense tropical sun. Fed by heavy monsoon rains, it grows with astonishing speed, yielding a bold, robust, and malty character, packed with caffeine. And finally, there is a third, lesser-known cousin, variety Cambodiensis. Though its leaves can grow quite large, it is rarely cultivated for taste alone. Instead, botanists utilize its hardy genetics to crossbreed with the other two, creating new strains capable of resisting disease and surviving an ever-changing climate. To thrive, Camellia sinensis demands a very particular set of conditions. It will not grow just anywhere. Virtually all commercial cultivation takes place within a specific band of our planet, known as the Tea Belt, resting between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Here, the conditions must be precise. First, water. Camellia sinensis is an incredibly thirsty plant. It requires an absolute minimum of 1,200 millimeters of rain a year, though it is far happier in regions drenched by up to 6,000 millimeters. Second, temperature. It seeks a steady warmth, ideally between 10 and 30 degrees Celsius. But it is the third requirement that is perhaps the most crucial. The soil must be highly acidic, and despite its love for torrential rains, the roots of Camellia sinensis absolutely cannot tolerate standing water. If its roots remain submerged, they will rot, and the plant will perish. This is why, across the globe, you will see it growing on incredibly steep, dizzying mountainsides. Nature's gravity ensures that while the rain drenches the leaves, the water drains away instantly, leaving the roots perfectly damp but never drowned. Yet it is at the very limits of its geographic tolerance that Camellia sinensis produces its greatest wonders. When planted high in the mountains, above 1,500 meters, the environment becomes hostile. The air grows thin, the nights are bitterly cold, heavy mists roll in, cloaking the slopes in shadow and filtering the sun's harsh ultraviolet rays. Faced with these hardships, the plant enters a state of survival. Growth slows to a crawl. But this delay is the key. Because it grows so slowly, the plant concentrates its resources. It pumps a dense cocktail of nutrients, amino acids, and essential oils into its newest leaves. The result of this environmental struggle is a leaf of unparalleled complexity, possessing a smooth, exquisite flavor, completely devoid of bitterness. When the time comes to harvest, human hands look for a very specific formation. It is known as 2 leaves and a bud. They seek the unopened leaf bud at the absolute tip of the branch, along with the 2 youngest leaves just beneath it. It is here, in these fresh, youthful shoots, that Camellia sinensis concentrates its highest levels of caffeine and antioxidants. Once harvested, the plant's biological journey ends and the craft of processing begins. Through varying degrees of exposure to oxygen, these identical green leaves will be transformed into the white, green, oolong, and black teas we know so well. It is a truly magnificent relationship between a single, resilient evergreen shrub, the steep topography of our planet, and the human hand. A botanical marvel, thriving in the mist. Next time you enjoy a warm cup, pause to appreciate the extraordinary